I'm here. I apologize. I hope you all saw my pinned comment. Any of you who joined after I left the comment. I'm sorry. I had a later call and it ran over. And then when I posted everywhere that I was going to go live, well, then that one needed my attention and it made me run over. When I posted everywhere that I was going to go. What? I've been talking this whole time. I don't know what you guys heard. Oh no. Well, what I said was, in case you didn't hear me, because I see my live stream started with me talking mid-sentence. I had a night call. Is most of you who know me or have been around me for a while, I do a lot of night calls. I had a night call. It ran over. And then when I posted, the little thingies letting you guys know that I'm going live, then, she needed my attention. So here I am. All disheveled. My hair was blowing all over the place. I was outside. Anyway, I'm here. Sorry I'm late, but I posted a pin. I pinned a comment. So if you came, you would see it. Okay. So I'm going to jump right in. How is everyone? Oh, and while I was waiting for me to go live, I saw Heidi. Thank you very much. I saw you make that little comment for everybody to give me a like. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Okay. Erica Lewis, thank you very much. Professor Kim, yes, please. I need a game plan to get me out of quiet time and solo vacay with my SP. I have not used Instagram in months, and I've been working on myself. Very good, Erica Lewis. Very good. All right. For starters, she's going to be sassy pants tonight. I need to stop it for a minute. For starters, let's stop telling ourselves that we're in quiet time. Let's not even address the quiet time anymore. Yes, quiet time and solo vacation is our sexy little code words for scenarios, but we want to stop identifying as being in those positions, right? We don't want to continuously tell ourselves that we're in quiet time, whether it's no contact or that we're in breakup, aka solo vacation. We don't want to identify with that anymore. We want to start identifying with the reality where we have what we want. I see you. Get out. She's going for my chapstick. That's what she's looking for. It's chapstick. Get out of there. Come over here. Come on. Ma'am. She don't listen. Poop. Oh, yeah. Girl, I can see you. I don't know why you're trying. You do. She don't take me serious. You know what I'm saying? So getting ourselves out of positions we don't want to be in anymore. Number one, we want to start thinking of ourselves as having the desire. Listen, I want to explain to you what it felt like for me to be in that position. When I understood states of consciousness during my solo vacation, number two. This dog. What are you doing? You can't have this one. You can have this one. Okay. She's such a little bitch. Oh, she is something else. She just kills me. All right. Erica, I want you to know what I felt like during my solo number two when I finally understood states of consciousness and I was trying to apply it to get my damn person back, right? I was still having moments of being triggered by my 3D. right? I was still upset by it, you know, and then states entered my life. So then I started putting the focus on states. Doesn't mean that I instantly, it was like magic. No, it took me a little bit to build up, right? Because I couldn't put myself in the end. But once I could get to the place of, you know, embodying the version of myself, of him and I back together, when I would fall out of it, yeah, that's when I would start being triggered by the 3D again. But when I was in it, it was a calm feeling, like no worries at all. And I couldn't hold that state 24/7 at all. But that was my goal, was working myself back to that. And that's what brought about me manifesting him back. So when you're focusing on your state or using your techniques to help you get into the state, and this goes for anybody manifesting, no matter what techniques you're using, whether it's just affirming or just visualizing, just scripting, the idea is you do want to start to feel like you're changing, you're becoming that new version of yourself. And if you never experience that and you still consistently feel like it's not working, I'm the same person, right? Then you want to start directing yourself into that position. Whether it's embodying that version of yourself, which, to be honest, that's what all techniques are doing. All techniques are leading you to embodiment. All of them, okay? But at some point, you're going to notice that you do feel different. So if while working on techniques, you feel nothing, you still feel like nothing's working, it's not to say that you're going to have this miraculous feeling, because you might not, right? I didn't for every single manifestation, but you want your focus to be on that new version. And the reason why I keep hammering you about states or, you know, embodying that version of yourself is because from moment to moment, you are selecting the reality you want to be in. That's why. And no matter what anybody else tells you, this probably sounds like a damn broken record, because it feels like a broken record.
I don't know how to respond to that.
Kill me, Siri. Thinking from a mindset that I have something wrong with me, I have more to fix, I have more self-concept work to do, is keeping you on the rabbit wheel of having more work to do. Period. Period. Because we are choosing. We are literally choosing with each moment, with each thought that comes into our mind as observers of thought. You are selecting the reality you want to be in. So when thoughts are coming into your mind that make you feel like you're still in solo vacation, you have an opportunity in that moment as the observer of your thoughts, as being a part of all-knowing consciousness. You in that moment have the ability to say, no, I don't like that thought. That doesn't line up to my new version. Meaning, if a shit thought comes up that makes you feel like, you know, holy fuck, I'm still stuck in solo vacation. No, that's the old version of me. That's the old reality. I don't have to live in that old reality anymore. And you start shifting. You start putting your focus on the new reality, the new version, the new state. That's what gets your ball rolling out here. Period. Personal experience. Talking from direct personal experience. Okay? So, Erica Lewis, Professor Kim has spoken. And I am saying, No more lining up with not having what you want. No more accepting a reality you don't want to be in. Be the observer of your thoughts. And when thoughts come up that do not line up with you having what you want, be the observer and choose no. Choose not to align with those thoughts anymore. And you do have that ability to do that. We all do. Okay? Let me unpin this first. Okay. There we go. Aria, member for 6 months. Thank you very much. Kim, you're the best. Damn it. Hold on. Kim, you're the best. I've seen so much movement within myself and my SP, and things are conforming so well. I do have moments where my body gets anxious, but my knowing is strong. Any idea what it could be, what to do? Well, listen. First of all, you having moments where you're feeling anxiousness, anxiety in your body doesn't have to mean that there's something diabolically wrong or that there's anything wrong with your manifestation. Doesn't mean that. We're always going to have human moments. We always are. And what I would tell you from my own experiences, you have probably, in the moments that you're feeling the anxiousness and the anxiety, you've probably shifted out of the state, which is normal. And when I was manifesting my SP back, I would shift in and out like a lot. And when I would shift back, I was super high anxiety, super triggered, super upset with the 3D, crying pretty much constantly. And then I would, do my best to work my way back. And then that anxiety, that yucky feeling would go away until I would fall back out. So don't look at it as, there's something wrong because I'm still feeling anxious. No, you're probably not feeling anxious 24/7. And in the moments where you're not, you are probably in the state of having, and that's good enough. That is good enough. It's not about being in that state 24/7. The idea of getting into the state, or, the version of yourself that has the desire, it's the repetition of doing that changes the dwelling state, which is what we want to change, because that's our fallback, that's our autopilot. So honestly, it's probably you've just fallen out of the state. I am grappling with not being perfect with states, and there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong. We don't have to be perfect. I promise. We don't have to be perfect to manifest. I am your living proof of that. You really don't. So be easy on yourself and just be the observer in those moments. When you're feeling anxious and you're getting the anxiety feelings, what thoughts are going across your mind as the observer? And when I say as the observer, I mean don't necessarily choose those thoughts. Don't accept them and believe them as your truth, but just listen, hear, observe them. And that'll indicate what state you're in, because they're probably thoughts that match the anxiety. But be easy on yourself. Okay? Joy and Pride, thank you very much. I don't see a message with it, but thank you. Erica Lewis again. I've had BBL, people from the past, coming back. Hello, Erica Lewis. Well done. I can't tell you how I just find that so. I know I hear about BBL probably every day, right? But I still get excited every time someone shares BBL, especially when it's people from the past. I don't know why that's like my favorite, but it is. Because to me, oh my God, if that's not evidence to you all, when random people from the past start showing up while you've been working on things, it's not coincidence. That should be the proof to you how we're all connected to one consciousness. It's when the people you haven't talked to in forever start popping up now that you're on a manifestation game. I love that. I love that. Parninian. Hello. Thank you very much. Hi, Kim. I'm getting doubts about manifestation and the law all of a sudden. How do I get out of spiraling? It's hard to persist when you doubt. Oh my God, if you only knew how many times I had those moments. Listen, don't beat yourself up. That's going to be like the answer for the night. Don't beat yourself up. Be easy on yourself. But seriously, I can't express to you how many times that when my 3D was going tits up and was definitely not showing me what I wanted, I'm telling you, that would be my go-to. Like, this stuff don't work. I don't believe in this. It's all lies. Right? Oh my God. I'm telling you, that would be like the first place I would go. This shit doesn't work. But it does. It does. It may not always play out exactly like we think. And by play out, I don't mean your final manifestation. I mean your bridge. It may not play out the way we think it should. But that doesn't mean shit. It never means shit. That was something that I struggled to accept. Because when things weren't like, look, use my solo vacations as the example. Even though inside, I know damn well why the solo vacations happened. I knew where my mind was. I knew. But I didn't want to like blame myself, right? But I didn't think solo vacations belonged on my bridge of incidents at all. At all. So initially, that was a struggle for me to accept. Because, as if you can't tell, I have some semblance of a controlling aspect about myself. And I wanted to control my 3D. But to be honest, the more I let go of the 3D, like getting my hands out of the pot, the more I did that, the better my 3D would be.
Could you try again?
This watch kills me. Yeah. So I want to tell you that it's normal to have moments where you are doubting everything. It is, because I know I've had those moments more than once on this journey. And as far as, all right, getting out of spiraling. Well, number one, I would never tell anybody to like not allow themselves their emotional moment. So if you're feeling emotional, don't stifle. I used to have a generic Fitbit, Heidi. This is new, and it's, I don't know, my $32 Amazon watch was actually easier to deal with than this thing is, but whatever. I don't want you to stifle your emotions, Parninian. So if you're having them and you're feeling like you want to express some tears, get them out. Never stifle. But it's, hold on. I want to reread your thing. What did anything happen in the 3D? Because I'm wondering why just doubtful thoughts are causing you to full on spiral. Why are just some thoughts causing a spiral? Because obviously, I don't think I need to tell you, I'm sure you've heard me say this before, that your thoughts are a product of the state you're in. So if you're having, if you're getting like pummeled with doubtful thoughts around your manifestation, number one, right off the jump, you're not in a favorable state, right? I keep seeing opposite and it's been chilling. All right, so you're stressing about time and you keep seeing opposite in the 3D. So what else does that tell me? And I'm saying it with no judges. I'm just saying it out of love. What does that tell me? I keep seeing the opposite and it seems like it's taking too long. Well, when I'm seeing the opposite, I know that there's too much of an attachment to the 3D. Okay? I'm not banning you from the 3D just yet. I'm just saying, when we are losing, I check the 3D. See? We don't want to check the 3D. I know we got to live. We got to exist in the 3D, but we don't want to be attached to the 3D because that's going to suck tits. That's going to make life miserable. That's going to be discouraging, especially like if there's nothing going on or like you say the opposite. We don't want that. That's why we say fuck the 3D. Nothing that's going on out here can stop us from getting what we want.
There was a problem with the app.
Siri, you gotta shut up for a little bit, please. I'm begging you. All right. So I want you to figure out what state you're in, right? Because thoughts are a product of the state. So you need to figure out what state you're in. And we need to have a little less time. Yes, Mary J. Damn it, Siri. We need to loosen our attachment to the 3D. And I know the next question is, well, how do I do that? We have to decide who the fuck we are. We need to decide. And by the way, when I see Mary J, you know I'm thinking of my favorite performer, Mary J. Blige. Okay, but we need to realize who the fuck we are in this equation. Are we just plain old Parninian, powerless, stuck on her own little island, doing everything all by her damn self? Is that what Parninian is? No. Each one of us has what? If you don't believe in God, I don't insert the fucking word you do. But we all have the I am, which is God, within us. We are never alone. Never. When it feels like you're doing everything alone, it feels miserable. It feels like it's going to take forever. And that's not truth. So we need to say, fuck the 3D for a little bit. It doesn't matter what 3D is doing, because I need to do what? Keep myself focused on the having or on the version of me who has what I want. And I can relax and rely on the I am within me, the God within me. Which, listen, it wasn't always easy for me to lean back onto the I am either. That took me a little bit to accept too. Because I used to think of God as a separate entity taking things away from me. The less attached we are to the 3D, the easier our manifestation game it's going to be. Seriously. The less attached, the easier life is. And the quicker shit moves out here. Speaking from experience. So stop checking the 3D. When you're focused on time, there's your instant indicator. I am not in the state of having. I am beginning to head on over to shitfucker land. There's no denying it. So Parninian, this is not just at you. I'm saying it to all of y'all. If you're concerned about time and how long things are taking, you are nowhere near the version of yourself that has your shit. You are lining up with a reality where you don't have your shit. That's why you're worried about time. Because deep down, there is an ingrained fear that you don't think you're going to get that manifestation. And that's just the truth. Okay? No nicer way to say it. If you're stressing out how long shit's taking, you are too attached to the 3D and you're making this shit take longer than it needs to. Okay. So, yeah, it can be hard to persist when you're doubting because guess what? Do you know persisting is not insisting. Persisting means persist in the wish fulfilled. Persist in the having of your desire. It's fucking miserable persisting when you doubt because you're not persisting. You're insisting. And there's a difference. Does everybody get that? When we say persistence, persist in your manifestation game, It doesn't mean, suck up all the doubts. Get over it, bitch. Just get over it. No, it means persist in the wish fulfilled. And do you know why it's the wish fulfilled? Do you know why? Do you know what it means by the wish fulfilled? I think some of y'all think fulfilled means, oh, it's here. The wish fulfilled. My wish has been fulfilled. No, it's wish fulfilled because you feel fulfilled while being in that state. Being in the wish fulfilled, you feel fulfillment. It's persisting in that. Yo, okay? And maybe that's why some of us are struggling a bit, because maybe you're insisting. You know what I mean? Tina, swear to God, this queen dropped this gem and it bitch slapped me back into the state. I love it. Love it. Okay? I realize that we throw that persistence word around a lot, and maybe it's never explained enough what persisting means. That's what it fucking means. Okay? When you are in the true wish fulfilled, you do feel fulfilled. You're not stressed about shit. You're not concerned about time. You're not concerned about the manifestation coming. You just know it's gonna happen. Period. Okay. So Parninian, it would tell me that you're probably not in the best of states, and let's figure out why. What are we still fearing? What are the doubts that are coming up? And let's take a look at those. What are the doubts? We want to address those. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if it's allergies or sinuses. I can feel my nose, like, I'm gonna be talking like this soon. I can feel it. Like borderline stuffy nose, you know what I'm saying? I can feel it coming. Look at me lining up with a reality I don't want to be in. I don't want a stuffy nose reality. Wait, I'm just making sure I didn't skip anybody. Like, I feel off my rocker tonight. I don't know what. I haven't had soda. I don't know what. I feel weird. But in a good way. I had a good night tonight. Today was a good day. I did miss one. I know I did. Paquita, hold on. Let's see. Unless, wait. Oh, man. I don't know. This update. Let me read Paquita so I don't lose it. Paquita, thank you very much. I'm in such a state of peace. I intend we all are. Ooh, I love that. You always change my state by just talking. Oh, Parnini, thank you so much. You're always so nice to me. Oh, and Paula told people to hit the like button. Thank you, Paula. I'm just trying to catch up. I'm just trying to find. I'm so ass backwards tonight. Okay, Mayhem Beauty. Mistress of makeup. Thank you very much. Like, my chat window is so small. Hold on. I sound like a douche tonight, don't I? I'm just whiny. I feel like I'm whining. Like, the chat window's so small. I can't see. My nose is getting stuffy. Okay. This is better. All right. I have not drank an ounce of alcohol. I am totally sober, but I don't know. I feel weird. All right. That made me sound worse too, didn't it? Okay. Mistress Kim, going through the purge. We don't like purge. I'm doing my imaginal acts and persisting, not really reacting and feeling good so far. Any more tips for me? Love you. Love you too. All right. You're doing your imaginal acts and persisting. Well, I just described persisting, so I'm asking you, are you persisting? Are you persisting in the wish fulfilled? I mean, that's fantabulous that you're doing your imaginal acts, but how do you feel in your imaginal acts? Number one. I don't often use that exact phrase on this channel. Not for any other reason, no special reason. But for anybody else out there, your imaginal acts is essentially the scene you've chosen to visualize, right? And you do not have to lock yourself into one scene, no matter what anybody tells you. You don't. Okay? So, God, the rules. Don't try to put rules on us, okay? But not that I know anybody right now off the top of my head who said to use only one scene. I don't know. What is wrong with me tonight? I don't know. You guys know I act like a nut when I'm in a good mood. So I'm in a good mood. All right. So how do you feel when you are doing you feel good? Okay, good. I'm concerned with you telling yourself you're having a purge. I don't know. It's basic bitch water, though. It's flavored. Yes, the community has become Law of Attraction Junior. Holy shit. I agree. It's annoying. I don't want you to tell yourself that you're having a purge. I don't like the word purge. I don't like thinking that we have to go through a purge. You see what I'm saying? It's not. It's sugar-free. It's sugar-free. It is. Take an Advil. I don't know why Advil, but whatevs. Yeah, we don't, if you're feeling rough, if you're feeling off enough to where you're calling it a purge, I want to know why. You don't have to give me all your details, but why? Because listen, over the last month or two, not so much, October is when I started feeling better. So we'll say end of August, most of September, I was not in a great place. Like I was in a shitty state and I was struggling. I'm taking an Advil. Well, now I feel like I can't take it on camera. It is an Advil though. It's an Advil. 2 Advil. I feel like I have drank literally jugs of Mountain Dew, and I've had nothing. Like I had 1 cup of coffee this morning. That's it. Other than my fake sugar water, not sugar-free water. It's gonna be one of them live streams. Okay, it's gonna be one of them live streams. All right, back to Mayhem Beauty though. So I was in my own little funk, and I was in a state that I was pretty concerned that I was not getting out of. I was scared, but that had more to do with the state I was in too, right? So meaning we'll just call it that I was in a victim state. I was in a victim state, and victim state produces what? Victim thoughts. And my thoughts were, oh my God, I can't get out of the state. Oh my God, what if I'm stuck in this state forever? Panic thoughts. And it took me a bit to walk my way out of there. I'm not going to lie. I know there was growth. I know it. My 3D is now reflecting, like for the good. For the good, it's reflecting. So, I know there was evolvement during that time. I didn't give a shit while I was going through it though. I just wanted out of it, right? So what I'm trying to say to you is, I didn't want to ever call it a purge. Because we don't want to make ourselves feel like we are purging things, because it sounds like we have to go through shit to get shit. We don't want that mentality. We don't want that expectation because we don't want to have to experience that every time we shift a state or we evolve. Because I didn't go through a shitty period every time I shifted a state. You see what I'm saying? So I just want to say that. But, you know, ask yourself, what particular thoughts are you having that are making you feel like you're having a purge? And whatever those thoughts are, they're indicative of what state you're in. So you might just be in a state we don't want to be in. So when I say, are you persisting, right? Well, you told me you're persisting. Persisting in the wish fulfilled, or are you finding it difficult to because you feel like you're purging? You were told, I was told that it was a purge. You were told it was a purge. God, I don't like that. I don't like purge. I don't like purge. I just don't like the word purge. I don't like it. I think it's an expectation of shit, in my opinion. Why don't we word it as you are evolving? You are in the midst of shedding layers like an onion, right? But doesn't that sound a lot more positive than I'm purging? Purging to me is like fucking vomit. You know? And yeah, no more. You're shifting. But what thoughts are coming up? What are the thoughts? And what are we identifying as when those thoughts come up? So we'll make up an example. So say you're manifesting a specific person, and it's a person that you've already have involvement with. This is easier for me. And let's pretend that you're having thoughts that this person doesn't want to be with you. So these are the thoughts that are coming. You're struggling to, get away from the thoughts. You're feeling it. It's uncomfortableness. Okay. We want to ask ourselves why. Because if we're doing Imaginal acts, which is visualizing to anybody else out there, we're doing Imaginal acts and we're persisting. But over here, we're allowing thoughts that make us feel like we can't have our manifestation or our person isn't going to choose us. We are aligning with those thoughts. We're aligning with them. We're accepting those thoughts as our truth. Yep, that's what happened, and I was doing good with my thoughts. Okay. When thoughts come into our mind that do not tell us that we're getting our manifestation, if they're anything opposing what we're manifesting, in that damn moment, you have an option. You have an option. Because the thought doesn't instantly make us feel a certain way until we accept that thought. Because how many times have y'all experienced something come up in your mind and you're like, no, that didn't happen, and it's gone. And what I mean is, it's not an instant shitty feeling. You know what I mean? The shitty feeling comes once we've accepted that thought as our truth. As, oh, yeah, what if that person doesn't want me? Oh no, fuck my life. You see what I'm saying? It's the acceptance. It's the aligning with that thought that is making us feel like we're purging. And that's where we want to be like, no, bitch. No, I'm the fucking head honcho over here. I'm consciousness. I'm the observer of these fucking thoughts. These are not my truth. I don't have to accept shite. I make it sound so much easier. Okay, I know I do. I'm doing it to make people laugh at the same time. But listen, I'm being serious. We are all consciousness. We are all the observers of our thoughts. They make us feel bad once we decide that they belong to us. That's why we're having a reaction to them. That's why we feel like we're purging, because we're believing the thoughts that come in. And we don't have to do that. We do have option. Some will tell you that you need to go and work on this forever. This journey, the SC journey. You got to reprogram. You got to fix all this. This is what keeps you fucked, is the believing that you need to do this, the relentless reprogramming, the relentless journey. Because we're still saying we have something wrong. There's something broke. That's why I don't have what I want. This has to take a long time, right? Manifestations don't come quick. Manifestations take a long time. Fuck that entirely. That's not true. It's not. It is a limited belief. It is. The more you get into the habit of not just believing any old thought that comes into your mind, the quicker you're going to change. I don't talk about anything unless I've done it myself. And I'm not selling you fucking courses. I'm not selling you anything. I've got nothing to gain by telling you this. Okay? I'm not selling anything. You ain't got to buy coaching from me. I love you hanging out on my live streams with me, but I've got nothing to sell. I got nothing to gain. If anything, it would benefit me to keep you on this cycle so that I could come up with something to sell you. And listen, I'm not trying in any way, shape, or form, because I love a lot of these other channels that are selling shit. So it's not, I don't mean it anything towards that. I'm saying, can't you see? Can't you see by constantly thinking there's something wrong, that there's gonna be something wrong? It really is as simple as choosing. Choosing. I'm not the only one that thinks this way. I'm not the only one applying it in their life either. And I'm not the only one getting evidence that it's true, that you can just start selecting. I'm telling you, because it works. It does. But it sounds too good to be true, doesn't it? That sounds too easy. But it's not. The difficult part is when the thoughts come up, you in that moment want to naturally gravitate to the shitty side, because you're used to it, right? You're used to it. For some, it feels natural to feel like shit. But the repetition of you saying no to those thoughts and choosing over here works. It works. Repetition is key. Repetition is key. Repetition is what is going to change things for you. But there's not one way of doing things. Not one way. So if it makes you feel good to think you've got to go on this journey and you need the latest course to buy for you to manifest, good. You have at it. Talk to me after you're done spending $10,000 on courses. But the rest of us are over here choosing no. Choosing no to those old thoughts. Choosing no to that old self-concept, that old state. And we're over here selecting. Choosing with repetition to become the new versions of ourselves. Purges don't have to happen. We don't have to expect a purge. Just saying, okay? For what it's worth. So, listen to the thoughts that are coming up and be the observer. When I say listen, I don't mean just tell yourself they're true. Pay attention. That's going to tell you what state you're in. And if they don't feel good, it's because they don't belong to you anymore. Use your body as your thermometer, as your guide. Your body does tell you when something's off, when something doesn't feel right. Your body tells you. And if thoughts make you sad, make you feel doubtful, make you feel uncomfortable, they don't belong. They don't belong. It's why your body's signaling, red alert, this song sucks tits. I don't like this. This doesn't belong here. Sometimes shitty thoughts feel natural because it's what you've been used to. But once you've come up with a desire, and those natural feeling shitty thoughts don't line up to your desire, they're going to start feeling not so natural. I can't listen to sad breakup music anymore. I don't anyway. No matter how my love life is, I don't do love songs. You know what I'm saying? And I have no complaints in that category, and I still don't listen to love songs, okay? Okay? So, no purge, darling. No purge. No purge. I don't care. No purge. Did all of that make sense, I hope?
I'm not sure I understand.
Sure, I understand. Shut up, Siri. Okay. Sandy Solis, thank you very much. SP texted yesterday for the first time since 8/26. Yay. That is a yay. I kept it light and easy and was warm instead of where the F you been, a-hole, which I love you for typing that. Okay? Where the F you been, a-hole? Sandy, why are we not best friends? Because that's exactly how I would have wanted to react, okay? Texted back and forth a bit and then bam, disappeared. No, Sandy! Fucking Sandy. No, he did not bam disappear. Where's your mind been, Sandy? Listen, I don't know who originally said this. I don't remember. I feel like it was Hector. I can never say his name. Hector, you know who I'm talking about. That when thoughts, when anything we experience shows up, it's neutral. We give it meaning. We decide if it's good or bad, okay? So, I'm bringing that up for a reason. You texted back and forth and then bam, disappeared. Why have we already written it off like he's fucking disappeared because you haven't heard from him yet? Why? Why do we naturally go, Sandy? Why do we naturally go to, oh shit, here we go again. More cold behavior. Fucker's disappearing again. And I didn't even tell him off like I wanted to. I was being good in my 3D. What the fuck? What were you doing in your mind, Sandy? Sandy? I'm hearing crickets, Sandy. I'm hearing crickets. So, you manifested him contacting you from August to now, okay? Yeah, damn Sandy is right. You got your movement, and now, because the conversation isn't still clickety-clacking, you're right, I hear you. All right, good girl, good response. But I'm saying, listen, and this is for all of you, because all of you are guilty of doing this. You know you are. Because I used to be guilty of it, so I know you all are too. That we get movement, and we're freaking high on life because of that movement, and then it gets quiet a little bit, or they're not responding as quickly as we want them to. And then we're like, oh, fuck it. It's done. Stop working. He's gone again. No, it's that fucking reaction. That's that reaction right there that just told on your ass. I know where your mind's been. If that's our gut response when things seem quiet again, that is a tattletale of what state we are in. And that we are expecting that person to fucking disappear. Now we're creating stories. Okay? Fucking Sandy. just like saying that. I'm not gonna lie. I just like saying fucking Sandy. It's the Sandy. Get back on your manifestation game immediately. Okay? No questions asked. Get back on your game. He's gonna come back in. And this time, don't have a panic attack. When he farts sideways, he'll be back. All right? We all used to do this summer. Every single one of us, including this girl. Let me just say this. What do you think I'm just the oracle of manifestation? That I happen to know all the ins and outs on what you guys are doing when I'm not around? It's because my ass used to do all those terrible things too. I was horrible. Horrible. Oh my God, I was so bad. I'm glad there are no recordings of me during that time because it would have been embarrassing. I was the biggest reactor to my 3D. Biggest. I was, oh my God. And I was only ever happy when I was getting movement in the 3D. And if I wasn't getting movement, I was fucking miserable and thinking something was wrong every single time. Is it Bizad? I always think I'm saying your name wrong, man. Bizad. I want you to know, just because I don't comment in... Wait a minute. I want you to know, just because I don't comment in love sessions doesn't mean I'm not watching. I never miss any and saved hundreds of videos. Love from India. Well, how sweet is that? Bazad, if I'm not pronouncing your name correctly. Thank you so damn much. That makes me feel so very nice. That was very kind of you, and I sincerely appreciate that. Man, thank you very much. That was nice. Man, you guys are so nice to me. Okay. Sarah Moreau. But it's really Moreau or something like that. Moreau. I like Moreau because that's what I thought it was. All right. Member for 10 months. Hey, success. My IG got disabled by IG. I think it's IG. If you know anything about that, it's a whole process to get it back. Fill out forms, etc. I'm like, fuck that. I'm going to wake up tomorrow and it's going to be back. I woke up next morning and it was back. Love that. That is a success. You are talking about Instagram. You are. That is awesome. Yes, that's a success story. Success. Okay. Let's just share a little bit of Kim time. I think you all know by how it is my pleasure to read comments exactly like they're written, right? I love doing that. Why is that? Because I'm the asshole that if you write me a comment and use the wrong your or their, I'm going to correct you. I'm going to say, that you are or whatever. I'm going to do that because it's funny to me. I don't know. Maybe I loved English class. I don't know. It was called English when I was in school. Okay. I don't know what it's called now. Like ELA, literate. I don't know. But regardless. So. Oh, wait a minute. I'm talking too much. Never mind. Do you know? I'm having one of my moments. Okay. I just quantum jumped. Yeah, you did. Yes, you did. That's the Bewitched music. I found this weird ass deep breaths, mother. I know. Well, I'm not going to lie. I forgot what I was trying to say. I forgot. There was a point in me sharing that, and now I don't remember what it is. But I was, how I told you, or no, in yesterday's video, how I told you that I'll put like little like scenes, ambient scenes from YouTube on my TV while I'm doing stuff around the house. And I found one tonight. It was vintage Halloween. I put it on, and now all these, because I have that automatic player on, all these random like 50s, 60s, and 70s sounding videos with one, it'll be one picture, unmoving picture on the screen, and it's playing the Bewitched music. What was the point of me bringing this up about there and yours? Fuck a duck. I don't remember. Damn it. I know, Paula. I don't know if I'm just overtired. I don't know. At least I don't get bitchy when I'm tired. Maybe it's because I'm bitchy naturally. No, I don't know. It was Sarah's comment that triggered the memory of what I was about to say, and then I forgot it mid-stream, which I do that a lot, like walking into rooms and then forgetting why I'm there. I forgot. Damn it all. That is going to bug me. Kim and I had so much movement this week. It's crazy. Did you? Ooh, I want to know all about it. Wait, what? And please, for the love of God, stop putting apostrophes to make plurals. Oh my God, I can't stand that either. I love that, Carla. I don't remember what I was starting to say, though. I don't know why I was starting to tell you about how I'm that person that will correct the yours and theirs. There was a reason I was telling you, and I can't remember now. I must have done something sassy and snarky somewhere, and it made me laugh, and that's why I was probably... But I can't remember what the sassy and snarky thing I did was. It'll come to me. Damn it. You know what's going to come to me? It's going to come to me when the live stream's over. Damn it. I read comments like they are written to. Yep. Yeah, Paula, I am a grammar police. That is me. I am the grammar police. But why? Why was I telling you that? Damn it. Man, I'm sure it was going to be something good. I mean, if I was going to tell you, it's going to be good. Son of a bitch. Oh, poop. Now my comment thing updated. Now I got to go over here. So hold on. This is going to be one of the wackiest live streams. It's our, thank you. Thank you, Lumi Moon. You're the one. Thank you. That's where it was going. Okay. So I am that Lumi Moon. Thank you so damn much. Okay. Listen, I'm 48. All right. Sometimes I need help. Okay. So I am the person that will, you know, if you use the wrong your or there, I'm gonna correct it because it's humorous to me. And one of the things is mispronunciations when people are talking. It drives me crazy. And one of them is the word success. I cannot stand when I hear someone say success. It is success. There's a in there. It's not success. Success. Successes. I hate it. Grammar police, big time. Snark police is what I like to call it. I'm a snark cop. I can't. There's a... Why are you skipping over the... It's not success. Success. Oh, God, such a douche. I can't help it. I'm trying to think. There's other words like that I'm like, when people do it. Yeah. Lumi Moon, you saved the night. There's other words. There's other words, though, that I can't comprehend. Like, what do you mean? How do you not pronounce that right? I don't get it. Espresso. No, it's espresso. Yeah, that's a good one, too. Espresso. No, espresso. Love that. That's awesome. All right, so hold up. So let me just warn channel members, if you use chat, if you used a member chat and it was before Nico Conver's super chat, it's gone. It's gone on my end. So if you did, I apologize. I can't get it. Okay, Krista Solano, thank you very much. My issue isn't manifesting someone in, it's having the faith they will show up favorably and consistently that way, because I've seen half and half. Okay, well, Krista Solano, there's something about your name. Krista Solano. It sounds like an actress's name, like a professional actress. You know, let's now welcome Krista Solano. Doesn't it sound like that? It's good. Well, I mean, not that there's bad names. I don't mean it like that. Oh my God. I don't know. I got up early today. That's all I know. I got up early today and I've been like this all day. Okay. Would you want to hang out with me 24 hours a day? No, you wouldn't. No one would want to be with me 24 hours a day. No one should be with me 24 hours a day. So if they're showing up half and half, okay, half and half, that's an indicator that you're being half and half, Miss Actress Krista Solano. Just like when people say to me, you know, hey, SP's showing up hot and cold. No, you're being hot and cold. I love being able to do that, but no, really. Okay. I 100% would bet. I would, Kim. Oh, I love you, Nicole and Andy G. Thanks. And Ariel, thank you. Oh, how nice. But no, really. Hot and cold behavior, which is your half and half, okay? That is definitely an indicator. Let me ask you this. When they're showing up the bad half, the cold half, how is your response to that cold half? And I don't mean your response necessarily in the 3D. Here's another little pointer for y'all. I think I've said this before, but, you know, when we're spiraling or when we're, you know, giving ourselves kudos because we didn't react in the 3D, and you've heard me all say, listen, I don't want you to react if you don't need to, but if you do, it's not going to be the end all be all. It's not going to ruin your manifestation. But it's because there's a misconception that spiraling only means when we're losing it and reacting in the 3D. No, it's what are you doing on the inside? What are you doing in the inside? Because you could be doing nothing in the 3D but dying in here and still spiraling. Okay? So when SP is showing up the half you don't like, what's going on inside of you in those moments? Okay? What goes on during those moments? How are you reacting? And I don't mean in the 3D. I sincerely mean in your mind, inside. What goes on within when shit's happening in the 3D? And is your mind, are we getting triggered? Are we thinking, what the fuck? He still hasn't changed yet? Why is he still showing up this way? I've been doing this for so long. Oh my God, he sucks. If we're doing any of those things, there is an indicator that we have not changed yet. And specific people are never going to conform until you become the version of yourself that can allow the conforming. And what I mean by that is it's not about perfection. It's not you got to be that perfect version. I'm saying if you have not changed, worked on yourself, shifted your state, then you cannot expect SPs to change, because they won't, because they're only ever reflecting you. If we don't, like, this is not about in any way, shape, or form blaming or shaming, but manifestation is what it is. They are our reflection. So if they're showing up hot and cold, you are somewhere hot and cold. Hot and cold. And there's no denying that. And not that Krista is saying this, but I've had other people say it to me. No, I'm doing everything right. I'm doing everything right. And they're still showing up hot and cold. You just defending yourself, telling me, no, I'm doing everything right. I'm doing everything right. I know you're not doing everything right just by that response. Because if you were in the state, you wouldn't even be having the conversation with me. You would be loving life in the state of having and not worrying about this. So no, we're still reacting somewhere. We're still feeling in lack, or we're still believing that they're not going to change somewhere. In order to get change out here, we've got to change in here. We have to change here. Which is why I said in my video the other day that if whatever technique you're using, whether you're affirming, visualizing, scripting, if you never feel different, you don't feel like you are becoming what you're affirming, ever, if not even for a damn 2 minutes, then we got to question what you're doing, because we do these techniques to become these new versions of ourselves so that we can get what we want out here. Okay? So, Krista, I'm going to say, let's take a look at what your thoughts are and what your response is. What your response is when they're showing up cold. And that'll be an indicator of what's still going on within our self-concept, which will let you know what state you're in. Okay? Okay. Salty, thank you very much. Kim, hope I'm not sounding like a broken record, but I get into the state of feeling like my manifestation won't ever come, or just feel, wait, let me start all over. Hold it. Hope I'm not sounding like a broken record, but I get into the state of feeling like my manifestation won't ever come, or just feeling I'm going to be manifesting SP for more months to come. Love you. Love you too. Okay. You don't sound like a broken record at all. These are normal questions. Salty, this is a normal question. This is not a broken record. This is fine. Okay. So let's just keep it real. By the questions that I can tell what state you're in, right? And remember, to everyone, there are infinite states. Infinite. So infinite means infinite versions of you, and infinite versions of SPs, and infinite versions of whatever it is you're manifesting, with infinite realities, with infinite possibilities, infinite, all day infinite. Okay? I like that word, infinite. So right now, okay, I know that you're in a state of feeling like this shit ain't working, or it's not working fast enough, and it feels like you're going to be doing it forever. Kim, infinite? Yeah, Lumi Moon. So that's funny. Damn it. Don't get me sidetracked, Lumi. You know I'm struggling tonight. All right. First of all, stop fucking telling yourself that you're going to be fucking manifesting them forever and it's going to take forever. No, it's not. But listen, you can snap, crackle, pop your ass into the state of having. You can do that. It does not have to take months. Listen, when we're manifesting, we are reality shifting. We're quantum jumping. Nothing has to take a long time. And this is where some of us get lost in logic and literalness. We look at the 3D, we look at it from our logical human 3D minds, and we say, no, he's been acting like a fucker for the last year. I don't see how he's going to start changing and being all in love with me. I don't fucking see it. Shit's got to happen, right? More shit's got to happen before he snap, crackle, popping all over me. No, that's your limited human perspective. And if we remember the last live stream, we had someone, you know, I don't remember their exact question, but there was a lot of things that they thought that needed to happen for them to be able to be with their SP. And I gave them a similar responses. No, that's because it's your limited human mind that's seeing it that way. Limited human mind. And that's why how things come to us isn't our business. That's for our subconscious, our I amness to take care of. Because our limited human 3D minds would do a shitty, slow-ass job anyway and still think we were doing the best job. No. Your job is to just focus on the having of your desire, being the version of yourself that has it. That's all you have to do, is wake up every day and work yourself into the state. Period. Wait. Yeah. I didn't really like when another coach said it doesn't have to take years, but sometimes it can take years. You want my... I'm trying to be good. I find nothing more grotesque than telling anyone that something can take years. If that lights a fire right under my ass of anger, no. It doesn't have to. It doesn't have to. There is no such thing as getting into the state of the wish fulfilled and then nothing ever moving, and I mean visible movement, happening in the 3D. Doesn't fucking happen. Doesn't happen. So before anybody in the peanut gallery starts saying, well, I've been doing this for years and I haven't seen nothing. Okay, well then let me get inside your mind and let me see where you've really been for years. Because I bet you it wasn't the wish fulfilled. Not very often. And I'm not saying that out of judgment. No. No. Then you... No. Katie Dingham. I was in the state for 3 days. It made the bad result feel so much worse. No, when you fell back into a, we'll just use for a less of a better way of describing, a victim state. You went from the state back into a shit state, and that's why it felt that way. That's why it felt that way. Because if you were still in the state, your reaction to the result would have been different. We don't get as triggered. The response is not the same when you're in the state. Talking from experience. I'm not talking from judgment. Okay. But no, in all seriousness, whoever said that should be ashamed of themselves, because it doesn't have to take years. It doesn't have to. That is such a limited belief. There's no such thing as being in the state and staying in the state and then not seeing things out here. No way. So, Salty, I understand the concern that you feel like you're going to be doing it forever. I get it. I know it. But it feels that way from what state you're in this moment. It's from the perspective of the state you're in right now. Because remember, what state you're in is the glasses you're wearing. It's the perception of how you're seeing everything in the 3D, which is why we'll use Katie's example of she was in the state for 3 days, fell out, and she says, well, she didn't say she fell out. She said it made whatever, something happened. I don't know what happened, but made it feel much worse. And that's because of going back to the old state. Once you get into the actual state of the wish fulfilled, you do not care. You are feeling great on top of life, not worrying about a damn thing. Not worried or concerned at all. But your perception, that's what it is. So when you're in the, we'll call it the woman or man who has it all, or the wish fulfilled state, the glasses you're wearing when you're in that state changes the way you perceive everything around you. Everything. And then movement happens. Like I said, talking from experience, not just talking out of my ass. I've done this. I've experienced this. Not with just one manifestation, okay? But when you slip back out, fuck yeah, it's uncomfortable. After you just touched what it feels like to be in the state, to falling back to a less favorable state, yeah, that's uncomfortable. Of course it is. Because your entire perception has changed too. You put on a new pair of glasses, and it can be very uncomfortable. And the reason why that is, why it feels so uncomfortable, is because you finally touched the good. You finally found some freedom in the good state. That's how we're supposed to feel. Some of us are just so fucking used to feeling like this that they don't think that anything can change. And it's just not true. So salty, you're not going to be doing this forever. Not with you daily getting into that state. It's not going to be forever. It's the state you're in right now. That's why you're perceiving the 3D the way you're perceiving it, thinking it's going to take forever, thinking that, he's never going to change. Yes, he will. Yes, he will. No such thing as getting into the state and then nothing happening. No such thing. Nicole! It's Nicole Batch. So here comes the jokes, yo. Got some new shoes from a drug dealer. I don't know what they're laced with, but I've been tripping all day. Jesus. Why did the... Oh, is that a mushroom? Yes, it is a mushroom. Okay. Why did the mushroom go to the party? Because he was a fun guy. Get it? Fun guy. Wah, wah, wah. Oh, God. Fabling Jules, thank you very much. Update, Kim. SP took toothbrush out of travel case and put it in my holder on the sink, LOL. Left body wash and shower, added me back on his AAA. I had a lockout. Do we all remember Fabling Jules' comment the other night? Do we all remember me having to snap, crackle, pop some Fabling Jules' ass? Do we remember? Remember? And her poor SP had to be packing up his shit every day. And now he's back. Now he's back. Taking his toothbrush and putting it back in her little holder. That sounded filthy. Fabling Jules, did you just set me up for that one? Was that a setup? I can't believe I just said that. I fell for that one back. And she's been added back on his AAA. So are we all taking notice? The next time Fabling wants to worry about SP not choosing her, we're going to remember this night, right? You're all going to back me on this so I can yell at her. All right, now I want to take my Advil. Don't look at me. Okay. Okay. Yeah, Jess. You know, these sugar-free drink packets are fucking phenomenal. I have Nerds flavored ones now too. They're so much fun. Anyway, okay. So, well done, Fabling Jules. Now let's stay on your game. He's home with me now. Fabling Jules, we got nothing but witnesses. The next time you're worried about SP, we got nothing but witnesses. That everything's gonna be fine. Poor man's sick of packing his shit. Lanny DL, thank you very much. Please, judge, kick me in the ass and yell. My birthday is tomorrow and need a reminder. It's my reality. SP will do something for me. P.S. Coconut. Jesus, Lanny. Fuck that coconut, all right? All right. Well, first of all, happy early birthday. Happy early birthday. I don't want to have to yell at you, though. Okay. I need a reminder that it's my reality. SP will do something for me. Okay. So you're already expecting SP to not do shit for you. You're already expecting it. You're already taking a big fat crap right on your own damn birthday. I want you to put your focus on, no matter what, I'm going to have an amazing birthday. Allow yourself to get into that headspace that no matter what, you're going to have an amazing fucking day so that he can show up and give you a good birthday. But if we're over here fucking worrying about it, already expecting failure, and you know deep down you were worried. You're worried. We don't want to start off like that. We don't want to start off like that. Of course, SP is going to do something for your birthday. Lanny DL. How old are you going to be, Lanny DL? Better say something old like me. 24! I remember when I was 24. Life was good. Life was fun. I was without a child at that point. I was still having lots of evenings out. Yeah. It was good times. I was never home. I was out every single night. There was always something to do. Did you know about coconuts at 24? You bet your ass I did. I remember when I was 24 so long ago. It was long ago for me too. 24 years ago. Oh my God. That makes me feel terrible. 24 years ago. Jesus. I could be your mother, Lanny. I could have given birth to you. Can you imagine having me as your mother? Lanny, don't worry about your damn SP. You're going to have the best birthday ever. You should be telling yourself that. Tomorrow's going to be the best day ever. Best birthday you've ever had. All right? Best day ever. I just need a kick in the tush and this is it. Well, jeez. It's the day before your birthday. You should be high on life right now. Okay? Let's see. What does that make you? Does that make you is that a Libra? That's a Libra, right? Libra? Yeah. Yes, ma'am. Okay, yeah. Everything's going to be fine. Everything's going to be fine. The 24 was my best year of life so far, boo. Just saying. Really? I don't know what my best year was. I mean, by default, I should be saying that, when I gave birth to my child. That's like, duh, that's an automatic one. What was my best year? I don't know. I've had a couple of really good ones. I don't remember. I was having a lot of fun at 24. That's what I do remember. Lots of fun. Evelyn Manzano. Thank you very much. Mad. Met the guy I manifested. Then he says he doesn't want a relationship. My feelings and thought, no fear, 3D, no matter what. No matter. So what the fuck? Help. Love you. Okay. Mad. I love that that's your opening statement to me is mad. Met the guy I manifested. Then he says he doesn't want a relationship. Why are we giving a rat's fuck? What he's saying? I don't understand. Why do we care what he's saying? Are we handing out free will on platters today? Is it, what color platter is it? Is it silver or gold? Okay, so why are we shutting shit down as if I met the guy I manifested and he doesn't want a relationship? Well, you manifested him. Okay. Why are we giving a rat's fuck what he's saying? I don't understand. Why are we looking at that? I'm like, oh, manifestation's over. Manifestation is dead. It's failed. He doesn't want a relationship. Yes, you do. And yes, you will. Silly. Turn it off. You know, accept it in the 3D. Let him mosey on in his not a relationship world while you're in your head thinking you're in a relationship and start friggin' revising what he said to you. Are you handing out free will on a platter today? I don't understand. Nothing to be mad about. This shit's gonna turn right around. Why are we giving up? Evelyn, are you an HBIC? HBICs don't fucking give up. We don't hand out free will on platters either. Listen, we have like nothing to be concerned about whatsoever. All right, now you manifested it. You took ownership. Lick the lollipop, not the window. Yes. Well, I'm just saying. My feelings and thought, no fear. 3D, no matter. So what the fuck? Okay, let's talk. I'm glad you had no fear. I'm glad. You're going to have to give me some fucking background on what you mean by you manifested. Was this new love? Was this new love manifestation? Or was this someone that you've been manifesting and you've actively known they don't want a relationship? Then I gotta be honest with you, Evelyn. Obviously, there's something somewhere within where we don't feel chosen. We don't feel chosen. Perhaps we don't feel good enough. Perhaps we fear rejection in love, fear disappointment in love. It could be a number of things. Have we ever experienced this before in the past? It's not the end of the fucking world. You just got to stop aligning yourself with a reality you don't want to fucking be in. And judging by your reaction, Evelyn, mad. Judging by that reaction, new love, just met the guy I have scripted about. Okay. Who says we're done? But let me scroll back here for a moment, please. Let's scroll back. I just want to say, for what it's worth, we can continue manifesting this man, right? We can choose our SPs. But if you've been scripting for a certain type of person, how do we know that he was the person and not just a BBL, for what it's worth? But if he has fit every single thing you scripted other than not wanting to be in a relationship part, that's fine. We can still work with him. But you're already snuffing it out by assuming it's the end of the fucking world. You know what you're doing? You're looking at this like he has free will and that he is never going to change his mind and that it's automatically ruined and over. You're already looking at this like it's going to take a long time for him to change his fucking mind. People change their fucking mind overnight. We are reality shifting when we are manifesting. Don't look at this as literal, logical land. Stop counting this out. Stop saying it's already done. It's over. It's ruined. He showed up wrong. You took what he said to you as permanence. You took what he said to you as truth. Oh, fuck it. He don't want a fucking relationship. Manifestation fucking failed. This shit sucks. No. It's called revise on the spot. I never heard him say that. Of course he wants a relationship. Duh. And then get back on your manifestation game. Period. He'll flip it around. You'll get him. Why are we so quick to think there's something wrong? Why? I know why. Because there's something within you, within the self-concept that needs to be looked at. That's all. You probably didn't have any fearful negative thoughts. You probably didn't. You probably didn't. New love showed up. You manifested new love. Great. Your manifestation isn't done. It's not done. Your quick acceptance of it being done tells me that there's something within the self-concept we need to tweak. And by tweaking, I don't mean a long-term manifestation fucking self-concept journey. I mean, let's take a look. What do our previous relationships look like? What's the pattern? What did this make you feel like? There's our belief. There's the limiting belief. Okay? So there's nothing to worry about. If you really want this specific person, then the manifestation is not done. It's not done. And you don't have to do anything in the 3D. You can be doing it all. Go back to scripting. This isn't done. Okay? Okay? Carla Killian, thank you very much. Love you. Having a hard time being in state about money, falling back on the 10-minute affirmation thing to get through when 3D is always in my face with money emergencies, how to move into state, getting breadcrumbs only. All right, let me reread. Having a hard time being in state about money, falling back on the 10-minute affirmation thing to get through. What does that mean? Is that the affirmation challenge thing you mean? Or, why do I know? Why does that sound familiar to me? 10-minute affirmation thing. What's the 10-minute affirmation thing? Remind me, because I don't remember what that means. But goddamn, that sounds familiar. There was a new 10-minute affirmation thing. I don't know. Oh, Sammy did. That's probably why. That's why it probably sounds familiar. Okay. I think I saw the video. Never mind. That's why I remember it. Yes, Sammy did make a 10-minute, like she affirms for 10 minutes or something like that. All right, so you're falling back on that to get through. When 3D is always in my face with money, emergencies, how to move into state, getting breadcrumbs only. All right. Listen, girl, I understand. When the 3D, especially in the money category, because that was, money was my bitch too. Yes, things kept showing up and, you know, my old beliefs were still going strong. And my old beliefs were, you know, every time I got ahead, something would fucking break and snatch all the cash away from me. That was my belief. You know, I could never get ahead. So I had, oh my God, did I have to work on that? Which I did through scripting. So it's good that you're still doing your 10-minute Sammy challenge thing. That's good. Okay. I know you have to live in the 3D. And I know that when bills are coming in, emergencies are coming in, it's hard to tell yourself that you're a multimillionaire and that money flows to you easily. I know. But in those moments, even if you're feeling the anxiety and the pressure, You got to tell yourself this is just old story playing out right now. It's just old story, right? Manifestation is working ahead. So meaning when we're on any type of manifestation game, whatever technique we're doing, we are getting ahead of the game, right? Meaning whatever affirmations you did today is getting ahead for our future, even though time's an illusion, for the future. What you're experiencing in the 3D today is your past. Time's an illusion, but the past. So past shitty reactions, responses, fears, anxieties over money is what you're seeing there. So even though I know in the moment it feels like a struggle when bills keep popping up and you're getting concerned, I know that, but you do have the opportunity to tell yourself it's just the old story playing out. It's not your forever. Everything is changing. You are aligning with your new reality. This is old and it's not your reality anymore. It's not. And even though you might get the little feeling in your body when things are popping up that you got to pay for, I understand, but in the moment, you've got to tell yourself, no, this is old story. This is what I had to do myself. On top of, I was manifesting a lump sum of money. So I had two things going, meaning working on my beliefs around money because my money beliefs were shit. So when the bills were coming in and I saw no signs of my lump sum coming anywhere at all, and bills kept coming, that is what I started doing, was telling no, this is old story playing out. Doesn't mean anything. My life is changing. Money is going to come in, blah, 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 blah. Even though I didn't believe a word I was saying. Well, I wasn't saying scripting. I didn't believe it. I was still worried about it. Things would come in. And every time I caught myself going to that old thinking. So for me, it was, whenever I get ahead, something fucking breaks, blah, blah, blah. Every time that would come into my mind, I would have to grab it. Nope. This is old story. That's not me. I'm not that version anymore. That's not me anymore. My life is changing, even though you don't feel like it. My life is changing. Money always comes to me right on time. I'm seeing evidence of money coming to me every single day. Money always flows to me like water. Maybe that water hasn't reached me yet, but that money is coming to me. My life is changing when it comes to money. I don't have to live in fear anymore. I don't have to be afraid. I'm not going to be strapped for life. This is old me playing out. That's it. Now, my lump sum took me a year to manifest because I couldn't let go of the house. So I don't know if you're manifesting like a specific amount per month, per week, per day. I was doing a lump sum. I was also scripting to change my beliefs around money, but I was also throwing in affirmations. And remember, guys, whenever I say affirmations, I mean I was scripting. I would throw in affirmations that, I'm making $1,000 a day because I remember Sammy saying, I'm making $1,000 a day. I'm a boss ass bitch. I remember that. So I would script that because I loved when she would say that, I'm making $1,000 a day. I'm a boss ass bitch. So I was scripting all of that at the same time. Okay. But for the lump sum, I was still scripting for the lump sum, but I could not see how that money was going to come to me. I was so stuck on it had to come from my employer. And then I knew my employer would never give me a $50,000 lump sum out of nowhere. So that I ended up fucking throwing my hands up after a year. I'm like, I can't do this. This ain't going to happen. I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to think about it anymore. I'm not going to worry about it. And I just stopped focusing on it. Essentially, I gave up on it, truthfully. Well, what did giving up on it do? It dropped all my resistance and the money came 2 weeks later. But I don't want you to get to that point. That's not the good girl way of manifesting. That's the giver-upper. And that's why it showed up. It wasn't because I gave up. If I had just stopped focusing on how, my resistance would have been gone and the money could have came to me sooner. So that's what I'm trying to say to you. If you're trying to manifest sums of money and you've got your eyes like dead set that it can only come from a certain way, stop doing that. That's what's slowing things down. But I will say that even though I was so stuck on the how, birds before land did come in for me. Now, I don't know if the birds were for the lump sum or maybe because I was working over here on my money beliefs too, but birds kept coming. So I was getting random $100 here or $1,000 here. You know, I was getting all of that throughout that year before the 50,000 showed up. But, so how to deal with it is no matter what's happening in the 3D, you've got to tell yourself it's just old story. And it is just that. It's just your old story, the old state you were in, the old thoughts you were having. That's what's out here. It's not permanent. But the more you think it's permanent and the more you keep telling yourself that nothing's changing, it's always here in my face. The more you keep thinking that way, the more you're going to keep getting it that way. See what I mean? So don't put the pressure on yourself. If you're manifesting more things than money, like if you're doing multi-manifestations, be in the state of having all of the manifestations. I wouldn't just go down to just having the money if you're feeling resistance to doing that. That's why I'm saying it like that. I hope that makes sense. That maybe including all your manifestations and seeing yourself in the state of having everything instead of hyper focusing on the money. So hopefully you're multi-manifesting, because as we should all be doing, it's multi-manifesting. Makes life a lot easier. But like I said, if it's too stressful or feels too resistive for you to go to the state of you having the money, then start small. Start small with what ifs. What if it was easy for me to believe that money was actually coming to me? What if it was easy for me to believe that money is never going to be an issue for me ever again? What if it was easy for me to believe that? Start small. That's starting small. And keep asking what ifs like that until you don't hit resistance. Okay? That's how I would handle it. One second. Okay. Nico Conver, thank you very much. Kim, I just feel lost. When I was in the state and I manifested the money, it was so easy and it came out of thin air. But as time goes on, I feel meh because I don't have SP. I ask higher me for answers and I feel I am close. Hold on. It's like since I am God of my reality and it's already done and there is a me in the 4D with SP, it's like, then give me my man. I love that you just wrote, I don't know. Then give me my man. You know why I'm laughing, Nico? Because you don't even want to know how many conversations that I have had with higher self, God, and said similar things, but it was for different manifestations. You have no idea. Okay, so I love that you just wrote that because it's realistic. That's what a lot of us are thinking, right? Give me my man. If it's so easy and you've got it already there in the 40, just fucking give it to me. Yeah, I know. I know what you're feeling. So give me my man in the 3D. So hire me so we can both live it up in 3D and 4D. I feel out needs to be instant. Okay. I feel you. Okay, I feel you. Nico just gets it. She does. She just gets it. Now, I understand because like I said, I have also had those type of conversations with the I am, higher self, whatnot. You would be shocked at the conversations I have had that sound just like that, but maybe different subjects. So I can't even tease you about it because I get it. So it's like this. Not that I'm your higher self giving the answer. I'm just saying money manifestations have come easy for you. And I would say because maybe you don't have as much resistance around money. But we all know there was some resistance with the SP category, right? So I'm sure your higher self was probably looking at, because if your higher self is you, right? I'm sure your higher self was looking at you like, bitch, really? How long were you worked up about not recognizing your fucking SP, and you want me just to hand them over? Is that what you really want? See what I'm saying? That I know that my higher self talks to me like that. My higher self is probably a douchebag. See what I'm saying? So I'm thinking there may have been some resistance we were working through. I don't even like resistance either, because that seems limiting too. But Kim, you are literally saying what I was just thinking. Well, I'm just, because we all love Nico, because Nico comes back. Okay. Nico's one of my favorites, just for what it's worth. But yeah, you know that as well as I know. There were some moments where we had a little resistance going, and the worrying. Listen, Nico, because you're my favorite, listen, you should feel special, because I remember most all of your super chats, you in particular, because I just love them. I look forward to Nico's name coming up, because I can't wait to hear shit. Okay. For example, Nico. Okay. Now this is coming from love, and because I consider you like either my child or my sister, and I would tease either one. And that's how I show affection. Nico, do you remember being a little concerned about the different vehicles and wondering if, we thought SP might have a new vehicle, and there was a vehicle in front of your house and shit? Do you remember that? Do you? So I'm saying, I think we have evidence of you having just a teeny bit of resistance to SP. We can work on that together. We can work on that. You know what I'm saying? Your higher self, I think, is talking through me right now. And they're saying, bitch, you were practically standing out in front of your house, looking at every single car, thinking it was SP in his new car. And then we weren't sure if there was a passenger in the damn car. You know what I'm saying? And if we're having circumstances like that show up, I'm thinking, what are you not telling us? If those are the moments you're sharing with us, what other moments are happening? So maybe there's a little bit of resist. You know what I'm saying? Just a little teeny bit. But you know what? That doesn't mean it has to take a long time, Nico. It does not. It can snap, crackle, pop. Listen, even your kids are starting to manifest. They know they're master manifestors. You can be too. You know what I'm saying? So, I want you to start seeing yourself as already having the manifestation, already having the SP. And like, what does it feel like in your body to already be that version of yourself? That is going to get that ball rolling in the 3D. Okay? All right. Now, you know I love to tease you. You know that was all fun and jest, right? It was love. Okay? If I don't pick on you, then I must not love you. Okay? It's crickets out here, Nico. It's fucking crickets. Why aren't I hearing from you? It's gonna be okay. Okay, I know, Kim. I love you too. Good. Are you kidding me? You're one of the favorites. You know this, Nico. I love your stories. I love them. You're going to get your SP. It's going to happen. That's not going to be the one category that you can never have. No one is ever going to be in a place where they can't get what they want. You all might feel like you have places that you struggle to manifest in, but No matter what, in the end, you're going to get your manifestations. Okay? Seriously. And that includes you too, Nico. All right? Yes. Yes, Megan. We all know Nico's going to have the success story. And she is going to share it here. Because I will be deeply offended if she didn't. Okay? Because Nico's my girl. It's going to happen. And we're going to celebrate with you. And I would love for you to please continue sharing the conversations you have with your higher self, because that one was hilarious. Because I've had the same type of conversation with mine in the past as well. I've had all-out screaming matches. I shit you not, in my kitchen, screaming at higher self for answers. And I got them pretty damn quick, too, for what it's worth. So. I am $1 Million a Month Mama BFF member for 18 months. Thank you very much. Hey, beautiful. I love you. OG in the house. Finally made a live. LOL. Love you too. She is an OG. Her, Bad Kitty, they were like from day one of my channel membership. Just saying. When Sarah says she was OG too. So I don't forget the OGs. Hold on. Make sure I didn't forget anybody. What? Tracy Thomas. Oh my God. Hold on. I don't want anybody to think I'm skipping, but I am going to skip because Tracy Thomas. Oh my God. I'm sorry. Oh my God. Oh my God, Tracy. Thank you so fucking much. I don't even know what to say. I'm kind of like fucking speechless. Oh my God. I don't even know how to respond. I'm so... That was just so fucking... Oh my God, they're so generous, so crazy generous. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you. Tracy Thomas, you are always so good. Yes, Kim just manifested money. You always are so... My God, I just get so... Oh, Lord. I don't know what to say. That was so fucking kind of you. I'm going to get emotional. Oh, my God. Oh, I don't want to be emotional. Tracy! Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Fuck you, Greg. Fuck you, Greg. You know what? But that's good because that'll stop me from crying. You fucker. It's okay. I've done that too. She probably meant to send 10. You're such a fucking asshole. Oh, man. I know. Tracy. I just fucking love you and I appreciate you. That has me like, so tripped up. Thank you very much. I feel like I can't say thank you enough. I have never, that's the first time this ever happened to me, ever. Kim, I've been binging your Get Your Specific Person Back Fast from April 2021 on the 101 freeway. LA peeps know, like a lunatic screaming, hell yes, everything you say in that video. Thank you. No, I meant to send 100. Thank you, Tracy. And right there, Greg. Tracy, I love you. You are always so fucking kind, generous, and lovely to me. Just saying, okay? I fucking appreciate that. I have never gotten that kind of a super chat before. You are the first time ever. Thank you. Girl, you have helped me and my family so much. Oh my God, I just love you. And I love it. I know, because you got your family watching now too. And I love that. Thank you. That is so fucking kind. And fucking Greg had to ruin the fucking moment. Fucking Greg. Gosh. It makes me want to like, what can I give back? What can I do now? What can I do? Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And can you all take a look at her super chat? Do you see her picture? Do you see? That's what she looks like in real life. She's fucking gorgeous. Like, gorgeous. Damn. I feel like I gotta take a moment here. Just take a moment. Then I'll get back to work. Oh, Lord. Thank you. Thank you. No, Lumi Moon, it's not Beyonce. That's Tracy. That's what she looks like. And for what it's worth, the first time that she ever reached out to me, I thought it was Beyonce too. I thought it was. I had to take a double look. Yeah. Plus, she's the skin queen. Skin products queen. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you to everybody saying such nice things. Makes me feel nice. Makes me feel judged. But now in seriousness, thank you so fucking much, Tracy. I sincerely appreciate that. It was crazy ass generous. I appreciate you. Love you too, mother. Greg. Tina, isn't she gorgeous? That's what she looks like in real life. For real, though. For real, though. It's not no dialed up picture. That's what she really looks like. We got to get her to give us her skin products. Because she's got the secret. Which was a manifestation, too. Right, Tracy? There was a manifestation. The skin products and with the shipping. Okay. Now I'm all judged. All right. Enz. E-N-Z. Although that's a new username, ma'am. Okay. Oh, it's your initials. It's your initials. I'm like, why is she Enz? What's going on? It's your initials. Okay. SP movement. 180 to out of nowhere, being told that they're triggered and don't want to talk, trying to give it a favorable meaning, but also feeling, okay. So SP is totally cold. We'll call it cold instead of hot, cold. They told you that they're triggered and don't want to talk. All right. So yes, give it a favorable meaning, but let's get more into the words she used. Triggered and doesn't want to talk. So was there a circumstance before she used that verbiage to you? And what was it? And the reason why I'm asking is because the circumstance that has transpired is the feedback to you. Feedback on what you need to focus on. So hearing like she's triggered and doesn't want to talk. Okay, so she's shutting you out. She's not really rejecting you, but rejecting you. She doesn't want to talk. So other than the fact that we're seeing and feeling rejection, what transpired? What's the circumstance that's having her push you away? Because that's the feedback. That's the feedback we want to look at, okay, Erica? Or ends. That's what we want to look at. And give it favorable meaning. Don't worry, it's not over. It's not the end here. It's not, okay? We'll flip this right back around. But now we know what to look at. And that within our self-concept is telling us, okay, we need to tweak it and shift on over to a new state. Not the one we're in. This is feedback. And perhaps it's a pattern that we've experienced in prior relationships. See what I'm saying? Let's take a look at that. And that might be, I can't even talk. And that might be a little missing nugget. Okay? Within the self-concept is what I'm talking about. So it would be great if you could either tell me what the circumstances, what is it surrounding? But feeling triggered, don't want to talk is like a rejection, not choosing you. So if there's any more details that we can take a look at, I can probably give you a better answer. But that's what you've given me. That's the feedback so far. Okay. All circumstances are feedback because they're reflection. Just feedback of something we need to tweak. Girl, praise the Lord. All of our manifestations rolled up. Now we keep moving. Again, me and my family. Thank you, Kimberly. I fucking love you. Tracy, I love you. Oh, that's right. I forgot the manifestation of, I think it was maybe your niece with the car. With the car? Uh-huh. Master manifestors, y'all. Just saying. That's right. I almost forgot about that. Yeah, so Erica Zealous, ENZ. Give me some more details. Okay. Charlie Knee Surf. That's all it shows me on my end. Thank you for the super sticker. I appreciate it. That was a very, very nice and generous super sticker. Thank you very much. You're nice to me. God, all the nice peeps. Jay, thank you very much. Last week I reacted and my SP, haven't dated before, ended up blocking me. I know circumstances don't matter and 3D is the old story, but after talking to her every day and not anymore, it's hard to keep turning my attention away. And I understand that. All right. So last week I reacted and my SP, we haven't dated before, ended up blocking me. So SP's now blocked you. I know circumstances don't matter and 3D is the old story, but after talking to her every day, okay, so you're blocked right now. So, you know, being blocked sucks. I know it's painful. It's upsetting. It's cowardice on the other person's ass, especially if you weren't doing anything to be blocked. You know, hopefully you weren't blowing up her phone. But if you were doing nothing and they automatically blocked you, then they're a fucking coward. I find that to be the most despicable, fucking coward-like behavior if you were not doing anything to be blocked. More, you know, that warranted to be caused. I can't even talk. I think blocking when someone hasn't even fucking done anything, you're fucking weak and you're a shitty person. That's my opinion. Because it's so rude. It's so demeaning. But I get the use of blocking when you got a stalker on your hands. That I get. But other than that, it's so fucking petty. All right. So I'm sure it hurts. I get it. Okay. So you guys haven't dated before, so we don't have any previous story, but the talking every day. It would help, Jay, if I knew. When you say I reacted, what did we react to? What did we react to? If we haven't dated before and you're reacting, what are we reacting at? What are we reacting at? We want to get at that. My first piece of advice is revise. Revise whatever you did to react. And then let's take a look at why you're reacting in the 3D. So you were obviously triggered by something. We need to get to the heart of that. Don't beat yourself up for reacting. Hopefully you weren't like blowing up her phone or whatnot, and that's what got you to be blocked. But if she just did it out of nowhere, that's shitty. Don't even think about the being blocked part. I know it's hard not to focus on that, but we don't want to give being blocked any more energy. You want to stop even saying it. You don't want to even, like, I'm telling you, when it comes into your mind, I'm not blocked. I'm not blocked. We're just not talking right now. Or we're in quiet time. No, totally drop mentioning being blocked. We want that out of our awareness. Okay? It's just like when we're getting rid of a third party. You don't want to keep giving the third party attention. We're trying to get the third party out of our 3D, out of our awareness. So we got to get it out of our awareness by not giving it attention, not giving it focus or energy. Okay? So right off the bat, no more talking about being blocked. Number 2, revise whatever you reacted to. And you can either revise what caused you to react. You could revise that or revise your reaction. Either one is fine. And that's probably all I would do for...
I understand.
I'm not sure I understand. That's probably all I would do other than staying on your manifestation game for being with the SP, but which is also taking a look at our self-concept and who we're identifying ourselves as. And like I said, it'd be a little easier if I knew what you reacted to, because I'd probably be able to give you a little more a clear answer. But don't panic. It's not the end of the world. Being blocked doesn't mean you're never going to talk to this person again. I can't even tell you how many people who have been blocked and no contact for months get unblocked and they get back together. I see it all the time. So being blocked is not the end. Ever. Ever, ever. Okay? Hold on, I just got to refresh this. Sarah Pronio, thank you very much. Little distant SB2 update. He's taking me to outdoor Halloween event, pumpkin jack-o'-lantern walk on Saturday. What? So distant SP2 is obviously not being distant anymore, Sarah Pronio. This is wonderful. Wonderful, and I'm not shocked. Because you got back on your shit. You got back on your game. Well done. Well done. And I would like details and updates on how this event, I love Halloween events. I want to know all about it. I want to know how it was. Okay? Be sure to let me know. Holy Mayhem Beauty. Oh my God, Mayhem Beauty. You too with a super generous super chat. Damn. Thank you so much. I didn't see yours because I would have reacted to yours too. Thank you so fucking much, Mayhem. Mistress of Makeup. I set some boundaries with SP and it all went south real quick. I talked to Kat, you know who, and she told it was a purge. But SP and I are in quiet time again. He did say he didn't want relationship with me. Been on top of thoughts. Okay. So, you know me, I don't like the word purge. I don't like the verbiage of purge. It just feels limited. You set boundaries in the 3D with SP and it went south real quick. Okay. But let me just word it like this. When we set boundaries and then they have a shit reaction and maybe they don't respond the way we're hoping they respond to the boundary, that doesn't mean failure. That doesn't mean manifestation isn't going to keep coming. And the reason why I'm saying that is because I have experienced where I had to put a boundary up. I had to set a boundary. I didn't want to. I didn't want to, but it came to a place of one day I just did it. I just did it. I didn't think about it. I just did it because I reached a breaking point and I didn't care. I'm not sure I understand. Fucking Siri. Shush.
It's 12:18.
Okay. I reached like a breaking point and I just did the boundary. And that was a catalyst of a change inside of me. A change inside of me that, through a bridge of incidents, led to the rekindling. Okay? So don't tell yourself that, oh, well, things went south. Now things are tits up because I did this. No. If setting the boundary created a change within you, that fucking series already started. I see you. If setting that boundary was a change within you, it will result in a change out here. Don't panic. Don't worry about quiet time. Don't worry about not talking. I don't care that he said he doesn't want a relationship. None of that matters. That's a reflection of you not feeling chosen. So it doesn't matter what he said. We're not handing out the silver platters of free will either. You set the boundary. Hopefully you have stuck to the boundary and not backtrack just because you did it. There is nothing wrong with setting boundaries in your 3D if it's necessary. There's nothing wrong with it. Manifestation does not mean we are doormats. And if you are someone that tends to not put people in their place and you tend to take shit from people, there's a good chance that if you set a boundary, that'll bring about some change in a good way. Doesn't matter that he had a shit reaction. None of that matters. You stuck to it, good. Stay on your manifestation game and things will change. He reflected old, shitty self-concept. That's all he did. Setting the boundary was your first step of changing that self-concept, that first step of you changing, shifting. So nothing's wrong. No panic. I don't like the word purge. I don't like the concept of purge. I just don't, personally. Other people would call that a purge. I just don't, because I feel it's an expectation of having to have purges all the time. So I just don't like the concept of it. She's not technically wrong, to be honest. I don't like it, and I don't want to line up with it. Not at all. So, blech, to purge, right? But you're shifting. You're evolving. You're going to be okay. He's going to reflect your change. You're evolving. Listen, our specific people will never change if we don't change. So setting that boundary, good. 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 You're sticking to it. You're staying on your manifestation game, and that's all that matters. That's all that matters. That's what's bringing the change within you, girl, okay? And then he's going to reflect it. If you're looking at the fact that things went south and now we're in quiet time and you don't feel good, you don't feel comfortable, you're not happy with the scenario, looking at it as a purge, okay, I see it as evolvement. And the pain, the uncomfortableness, is because probably you were seeing his response as a negative, and the fact that there's quiet time, understandably, you would see it as a negative. So I get that. So don't think I'm picking at you. But we were looking at that and seeing it as, fuck, I'm not going to get what I want now. This doesn't make me feel good. This makes me feel like I'm not going to get my manifestation. That's not the reaction I was expecting. I thought the boundary was going to bring about change, good change, as if, you know, he was going to start acting right and want the relationship with me. That's still going to happen. That's still going to happen. So that's why whatever made you feel like purge, the how, you know, yuckiness in the body, how it feels, it's the uncomfortableness of aligning with thoughts that no longer serve you, that no longer are you. That's all. That's why I don't like the word purge. I was respectful with my boundaries. I am so glad. There is never anything wrong with setting boundaries if needed in our 3D. Never anything wrong. That goes for everybody. Okay? So, mistress of beauty, you're going to be all right. He's going to come back around. Don't even worry about that. You stay on that manifestation game and you're going to be fine. I'm telling you. Okay? Wdyww. Thank you very much. Hey, Kim. Where I live, it's normal for family to control your life, and I'm manifesting freedom in my life. But sometimes the 3D hit me and I feel bad and I doubt it helped me. I need any advice. Can you give me? Okay. All right. So where you live, it's normal for your family to control your life. Okay. So I'm going to say this is like a cultural thing, right? Well, let me say this first of all. I know, not from experience, obviously, because I didn't grow up in the same culture, right? But I've worked with other people from all around the world. And I don't know specifically where you're from, but I've worked with people who are in similar circumstances where like arranged marriages and things like that were of a concern because that was normal for their culture. And what I want to tell you is I understand that how you've been brought up, this type of thinking, manifestation, law of assumption, is like a whole new concept, right? And I get that because it's a whole new concept for all of us. But when you've been brought up to believe you don't have a lot of choice or freedom of choice, this is a cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs type thinking when it comes to manifestation. And I know that. But what I want to say to you is, it doesn't matter what your culture is. It doesn't matter how you were brought up. How you were brought up, what's normal for your family, what's normal for where you live, doesn't have to limit you unless you decide that it's going to. And when I say you decide, it's you choosing, you believing. So I know it probably feels like it's a hopeless scenario because you're just used to life being that way because you've probably seen it over and over and over again through other family members, maybe other friends within your culture. But it can change. Things can change. It is all coming from your own thinking. Now, if you haven't watched me before, we don't blame ourselves for how our life is. We don't shame ourselves for how life is, right? We didn't know any better. We didn't know that there was possibility of change or a different way of looking at things. But you're awake to that now. So just like I would tell anybody else, what you're seeing in the 3D doesn't have to stay permanent. No matter what your culture is, it doesn't have to stay permanent. So specifically, let me see what you're... Feel bad and I doubt it can help me. I need any advice you can give me. Okay, so I'm not sure 100% what you're manifesting. And if you want to let me know, you can stick it in the chat and I'll try to look for it. But when it comes to the 3D, culture doesn't matter. Culture doesn't matter, meaning we all get affected by our 3D. Every one of us has had moments where we look at the 3D, we think it can't change. We think things are always going to stay the same because we're used to not getting what we want. We're used to things playing out the same way over and over again. All of us have faced that at some point. And if you, every single day, just up here, nobody has to know what you're thinking, you start walking into having the desire. So let's pretend that you're trying to manifest a specific person, because that's always the popular topic on my channel. To marry my SP, but my family said no. Okay. I've actually worked with a couple of people in the same scenario, for what it's worth. So keep it to yourself. You don't need to tell anybody else in the family that you're manifesting, okay? Because they're only going to reflect your fear of it anyway. So keep it to yourself.
I'm not sure I understand.
We're going to take it off. It's driving me crazy, okay? Taking her off. All right. So I want you to forget what your family said. I know it's hard because it probably hurt your feelings and it's probably got you upset. But I want you to tune it out. All right? If you're struggling to tune it out, revise it. If you're new to revision, there's a video on my channel that will tell you how to revise. You can go back to the moment that your family, your father or your mother told you no to marrying your SP. Go back to that moment, revise it that they said yes, and then drop it. Meaning don't worry about focusing on the revision. Do the revision the way I tell you in the video. But once that's aside, focus on you and SP being married and allowing yourself to feel what it would feel like to be the version of you who is married to that specific person. And when thoughts are coming up that, you know, your family's never going to change their mind, they're never going to allow it, I want you to say, no, that's not me anymore. That's not my reality. Yes, you'll probably have to do that several times, okay? Just like everybody else does. No matter what you're seeing and hearing in the 3D, it doesn't have to be forever. It doesn't have to be permanent. Don't give up. Don't assume that because you've grown up and your family has traditions and rules that are totally against your manifestation, anything can change. When we're manifesting, we are reality shifting. And there really is a reality where you and your specific person are together, where your family said yes. So that can happen. So, like I would tell anybody else, fuck the 3D, meaning whatever's happening in the 3D cannot stop you from having your manifestation. The only person that can stop the manifestation is you. And the only way you can stop a manifestation is by declaring it so. And it still will probably show up, to be honest with you. But it'll be your belief around the manifestation. So no, yeah. Okay? And I don't mean it in a rude way that culture doesn't matter. What I mean by saying culture doesn't matter, that like no one is immune from manifestation. No one is excluded from manifesting. We're manifesting anyway. People who grow up with, family traditions, the reason why those traditions continue or cultural backgrounds continue is because those involved have the belief and the assumptions that this is the way life is. So it continues because it's their individual belief around it. So anything can change. Anything. And like I said, I've worked with people in similar situations. I don't know if it's the same exact country that you're from, but I know people have turned situations like this around and they were able to marry their SP. And I also have worked with people that their SP, also through arranged marriages, did marry a different person and divorce wasn't allowed in their culture and shit happened and a divorce happened and they were able to marry their SP. I know that. I actually think I have a written out success story from that person in my emails. So it can happen. Anything can happen. Anything can happen. So don't get frustrated. Don't give up. It's not a hopeless case. Okay? No one has a hopeless case. You're manifesting anyway. So don't give up. Okay? Tanya, thank you very much. Hi, Kim. Thanks for the pep talk yesterday. It really helped. Got back on hearing my thoughts. Wait. Right. Hi, Kim. Thanks for the pep talk yesterday. It really helped. Got back on hearing my thoughts. SP called after the Zoom. Thanks for everything you do. Ooh, Tanya, that's awesome. That's awesome. I knew you had nothing to worry about. Well done, Tanya. And then there's Tracy's again. Thank you so much. Brianna Campos, thank you very much. I pushed SP in the 3D, and he said we should take some time and space to think. Haven't spoken in a week and has my belongings I overgave. I've rampaged my self-concept and have had major birds in other areas, and he's been checking my Instagram, but no contact. Okay. So you pushed SP in the 3D, and he said we should take some time and space to think. So you've rampaged your self-concept and have had major birds, and he's been checking my Instagram, but no contact. All right. Okay. Number one, however you pushed SP, we can revise that. Revision's the word tonight, man. You can revise that. You revise that. That moment never happened. And we don't go into we need to take time. You can revise him saying we need to take time if you feel that's necessary. Revise the moment you pushed. So what caused you to push? Whatever push means. I'm assuming poking for the relationship. Revise that shit. Revise it. And then get back on your manifestation game. Thank you, Jen Elvira. Thank you very much. He said he wanted to prioritize himself. Okay, look at him walking around with thinking he's got some free will. So he needs to prioritize himself. What is that saying? You can't be a priority anymore. If SPs are only ever reflecting us, and your SP is giving you a reflection, I need to prioritize myself. Brianna, I have to prioritize myself, Brianna. Do you know why? Because you don't feel like a priority. In my opinion, like when we don't feel like a priority, there's more to it. Like we don't feel good enough. We don't feel good enough. We don't feel chosen to even be a priority. Well, I'm just saying, Jen, he ain't got it. I'm thinking tonight you all are handing out free will on silver and gold platters. Fuck her. I mean, he's still a human being. And I'm not saying he's not a human. I'm not saying that. But it is what it is. Think about it. It is what it is. Just saying. I realize I manifested that. Yeah, right. So revise that shit. And then let's take a look as to why you don't feel good enough to be a priority. What within you? Let me ask you this. When you pushed him, whatever that means, were you pushing because you were trying to get more out of the relationship or trying to get him to do shit to show you more? Meaning, you know, getting action out of him, getting him to say something to you, getting him to see you more, whatever. It's because you were pushing for validation. Well, why? Why do we push for validation? Because we don't feel good enough. We don't feel worthy and deserving. So we push at our reflection SP. We push so they can validate us because we're looking for validation in the wrong place. So you revise, you pushing him. Go ahead and revise it so you never did it. Right? That'll take care of this. We need to take time. Crap. And then get back on your manifestation game. Okay. Love you too, Ari, if I said that right. All right, Brianna, get back on your manifestation game and make sure you are addressing the not feeling good enough. Start choosing the version of yourself that knows she's fucking good enough. You're a high class, high value woman who should be treated like a damn queen. Okay, I'm trying not to think he's running to someone else. Third party in the past. He came in amazing and lovely. He is not running someone else. When third parties appear, that's also validation of not feeling good enough, not feeling worthy, not feeling chosen. Work on those. You don't even have to worry about third party. Truthfully, people that relentlessly affirm for third parties to disappear, affirm third parties goes that way. You're giving focus to third party and you're actually asking them to stay in your awareness longer. Give no attention to third party. Don't even sweat that there's possibly a third party. Work on knowing that you are good enough and that situation will fucking change. Okay? You'll be all right, girl. Nico Conver, thank you very much. I just want my SP to... I just want my SP to fart forward. Oh my God, Nico. Oh my God, this is why I love you so much. I just want my SP to fart forward instead of sideways. Mine is farting forward in a 4D with hire me. Then 4D eggplant must be amazing. Oh my God. Did you... I just want my SP to fart forward instead of sideways. Mine is farting forward in the 4D with hire me. That 4D eggplant must be amazing. Oh my God. I can't take another minute. Oh. Nico, I need to meet you in real life. I need to meet you. What is wrong with you? For fuck's sake. Oh my God. That was pleasurable. Good Lord. That 4D eggplant must be amazing. Oh God. Oh, I don't even know how to respond to that. Oh God. I so badly wanted that to be a typo though. That is awesome. See, Nico, this is why you're my favorite. I'm telling you right now, this is why I look forward to you. What the fuck? Somebody type something to me because I don't think I might. Okay, what the fuck? All of a sudden, it literally. I looked at the screen and on my end, like what I see, there's an X in the corner right about there where I'm pointing. There's an X. When I hit that X, that's what stops the live stream. But when you hit it, it does a spinny thing on my end. So it'll spin and it does a countdown before it completely ends the live stream. It just started doing that spinny thing, and you guys all saw I didn't even touch my phone. I was over here. And then it came back on for a second, and then it flashed back off and said unable to connect to the live stream. Like, what the fuck? I didn't touch anything. It's fucking Nico and her farts and shit. That's what the problem is. Fucking Nico. Oh my God, I can't breathe. That was fabulous. What a night. Yeah, your other version clicked it. Yeah, YouTube was farting sideways. Okay. Sasha Louise, thank you very much. Hi, Kimberly. Love you. Love you too, Sasha. Oh, Lord, that was fucking funny. Do you have Christmas decorations up already, Kim? No, I don't. I gotta admit, I'm a fucking failure for my Halloween fall decorations. I went on like mega shopping sprees of getting fall decor, Halloween decor, which the shopping hauls, you can see that on my other channel, but I have a video that's going up after we go to, when I get off the live stream, I'm going to make it live on the other channel. And it was recorded in July. And in that video, I'm like, on August 1st is when I'm going to start my decorating for fall and autumn. And I'm going to have August 1st through mid-September will be fall, autumn. And then in mid-September, I'm going to start trickling in my Halloween decor because I want to have a long time with my Halloween decor. So mid-September all the way October 31st. And then I insert a clip recorded from today saying, no, I didn't do any of that. None of that happened. I didn't do any of it because I got so fucking sidetracked with all that, the epics and chill and all that stuff in August. So I never put stuff up. And then I shifted my state towards the end of August, and September was horrible. I felt trapped in a state, which I shared with you guys in a video, but so I never did it. So I have minimal Halloween / autumn stuff up around here. It's like I bought all that shit and never put it up. I literally bought some stuff and directly put it upstairs after I recorded a shopping haul of it. So hopefully next year, like I'm fucking actually settled in here. I'm not settled still, truthfully. So no, but right after October 31st, I will get all the autumn-y shit out of here and start the Christmas stuff. But I don't want to tell you a date because what if I don't stick to it? So fuck it. The goal is to get the Christmassy stuff up right in early November. But for fuck's sake, every time I say I'm going to do it, then I don't do it. So I don't trust my damn mouth, you know? So no. Can we change SP's behavior towards us? Yes. By working on you. The only thing there is ever to change is ourselves, because SPs reflect us. They reflect us. So if your SP is showing up acting like a twat, somewhere within we have a belief that SP is going to act like a twat. Now that's me being sarcastic, but somewhere within we don't feel good enough. We don't feel chosen. We don't feel worthy of being a priority. We don't think love's going to work out for us. It could be any one of those. So take a look. But there is no 3P, but not treating me well. Okay, so take a look at your beliefs around love, relationships, and your beliefs around that person. And that will tell you what's going on within your self-concept, and then you can start choosing to be the new version of yourself. And then SP will reflect your new version. Okay? Kim, you should do a candle haul. Oh, honey, I've got one because I bought a fuck ton of Goose Creek candles. I just haven't recorded it yet, so I am going to. But I did buy some other candles, and actually in the video I'm going to let go live right after this. You say it's a lot. It's a lot. I love my Smell Me Goods. You know this. Smell Me Goods are my perfumes, body sprays, lotions, shower gels, and wax tarts and candles. Those are all smell me goods. And I like a lot of them. Ooh, the Unknown Haven. Thank you very much. Hey, Kim. Love you. Love you too. I have been revising and sticking to the new story and seeing lots of BBLs, but how do I know when the new story has synced in? I know my self-concept is amazing and it's just the story with SP. Any advice? All right, so hold on. I've been revising and sticking to new story and seeing lots of BBLs, but how do I know? Okay, so you know that the new revised story, you know that it's well, number one, if you're seeing BBLs, that's a fucking fabulous indicator, but also when the revision pops into your mind, what story pops up first, the new one or the old one? And what is coming up more dominantly overall, new story or old story? If the answer is new story, you're good. If you're telling me that the old story still pops up, then we're not completely done with revision. We revise until that new story is dominant. And by dominant, thought of first. You think of it first. But like I said, you're seeing BBLs from this revision, it's probably taken. I think it's the British word for see you next Tuesday, but I could be wrong. What, twat? No, I thought that was fanny. I thought that was fanny. I don't fucking know. Do we have any people, British people here tonight? Maybe twat and fanny mean the same thing, though, for all I know. I love that word twat, okay? It just sounds better than see you next Tuesday. Well, that's the one I was avoiding saying, bad kitty, yeah. Can we change our skin complexion, like tanned or white, with affirmations only? Yes, we can change anything about ourselves. Yes. Yes. But the trick is to not wake up every day and look in the mirror and say, oh, it hasn't changed yet. I still look the same. We don't want to do that. Ask Australia Surrey. My Surrey is the Ireland one. Because I like to say I'm Irish, but like, I guess I'm secondhand Irish. I don't know. I don't know what to call it. I know that there's like a rule. I'm not supposed to say that. Because I wasn't born in Ireland. But I like saying I'm Irish, even though I wasn't born there. You know what I'm saying? I'm a little pot short and stout. LOL, it's stuck by... What? Hey, Kim, I waited all day to join your live after work. Why haven't you answered my question, babe? Because, well, to be honest, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Yeah, Lim? Yeah, Lim? What in the same fuck you talking about? Did you buy a super chat and I didn't know? Huh? Huh? Did you buy a super chat? I'm pretty sure I got all the super chats. Okay? There's no way I'm going to be able to answer every single individual chat in the regular chat. Do you see how many there are? That's a year ago live streams, okay? When I used to get like 3 people here. I can't read them all. I'm not the baby Jesus. Well, I am God, but I mean, you know what I'm saying? The Unknown Haven. Again, thank you very much. Currently in no contact, but I see SP as the new version as true more and more. For example, has a... Wait. Currently in no contact, but I see SP as the new version as true more and more. For example, he's a lifeguard, and I caught him staring at me when I last visited his town to work. And to answer that, old story does the odd time. The old story is coming up. Is that what you mean? If the old story is still coming up, continue revising. And but when I say continue revising, I mean, if you used the scripting way of revising, then reread it. If you did it by just visualizing the revision, then when the old story comes up, you do it again. You revise it again on the spot. That's all. And that's good that you're seeing SP as the new version, by the way. That's good. That's very good. And you got nothing to worry about, girl. Unknown Haven, you're good. You're good. I told you it was Australian last week. I did? I don't fucking remember that. I thought I said it was Irish. Maybe I said wrong. It's always been the Ireland one. Did I say Australian? Did I say it in the live stream? I do remember talking about the Siri voice with you, though. I don't friggin' know. I did say Irish. Okay. Okay. Hello, Petra. Hello. What are you talking about, Brittany? What's going on? What's going on, yo? What just happened? Yes, thought transmission is real. Ah, there's Christina coming in. Fanny is also that to us. I knew it. I knew it. Justice was served in my case. I just got the news. Ooh, that's fucking awesome. That's fucking awesome. If that's the case I'm thinking of without giving away your details. That's fucking awesome. And well deserved. Fofana, thank you very much. Oh my God, it feels like it's been forever since I've seen you. Okay. Upped talking to my therapist to 2 times a week. Any advice on how she can help me move into the new state and not stay stuck in the old story? Therapists tend to rehash trauma, but don't always manage to help you break out of it. Yeah, I know. Well, listen, I don't want to ever give the impression that I'm against therapy, because I'm not. If it fucking is helpful to you, then you fucking do it, right? As individuals, I know lots of people who've had, really good success with therapy. So let's, right, not a shit on that. But yes, you are right, Fofana. In therapy, we tend to talk about old things a lot. So if you are open to telling the therapist that, you believe in manifestation, you believe in moving forward, you believe in creating your experience, if you're comfortable with that, maybe explain that to your therapist. And if you're uncomfortable giving, your therapist the details of what you're specifically manifesting, I'm sure you could approach it from the aspect of, you're wanting to focus more on going forward and your future self and who you would like to identify yourself as, and, kind of hint towards what that new version of yourself is, right? So maybe you could word it that way. That is what I think you could do. But I know not every therapist is actually into manifestation. So, but you know what though? I'm not going to lie to you. I work with a few psychologists and psychotherapists, and they are in their own way trying to incorporate manifesting into their practice. So your therapist might just be open to this, is what I'm trying to say. So maybe approach it that way, that, you know, you're more about moving forward instead of overly marinating in your past. But, you know, if it's going to do you well to talk about your private traumas and things like that, yes. But if you could like mention to them that you want help with the going forward as well. I think you could word it like that if you don't want to give away what you're specifically manifesting. That's what I would do if I was in your position. Well, you are welcome, Fofana. You are welcome. The screen jumped, Mimi? I don't know. I'm telling you, this thing's been acting wacky pataki. I don't know. Well, hey, it's Alexi. Good morning from South Africa, Auntie Kim. Oh my gosh. It's Alexi. It's morning. It's technically morning here too, isn't it? Holy shit, it's almost 1 a.m. Well, I'm not going to lie to you. My ass is going to go to bed. And holy shit, I also completed all of the super chats in this live stream. Thank you very much. Can I just say thank you so much for the overkill of generosity in the super chats tonight? My God. Yeah, I did it, Jess. I did it. Yes. But yeah, thank you so friggin' much. Thank you for Nico for entertaining me so much with your super chats as per usual. I love you all too, BFF. There's an OGer right there along with Bad Kitty. God, what do you think about it? You're all kind of becoming OGs, huh? Love you, Aria. I'm going to charge this biatch. There's Laura P. Hello, girl. All right. It's 4 p.m. in Sydney, Australia right now. Holy shite, Amanda. 4 p.m. So what's that, 13 hours ahead? No. Wait, 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4, so 3. 15 hours ahead. Damn. Your watch needs some sleep so I can scream at you tomorrow. That's right. Oh, I love you all. I'm seeing all the loves. Let's do the goodbyes. Okay, we'll start with the loves. So, is it Anarga? Did I say her name right? I'm sorry. Good night, Claudia. Good night, Fafana. I hope I'm saying your name right. Anarga, Lanny DL, Amanda Joy, Danielle Land, Lanny DL, Cassian. Good night, good night. Good night, Bad Kitty, OGer. Hell yeah, Kimmy and Poop for life. Dreamweaver Publishing. Good night. Jess. Meow W. Sarah Brue. Moreau. Right? Let's see. Divine. Hey, it's Alexi. BFF. Okay. Is it Bracedia? Bracadia? Bracedia? I like Bracadia. That's nice. Susie again. Chasing Self Beauty. Aria. Laura P. Megan F. Floody Dale. Tanya. That's it. Love you all. Be good. See you tomorrow.